Good evening and welcome to Cliffyland's Global Cooking Challenge. Tonight is night 2 of cooking country number 183 out of our 193 UN member states as we learn to cook in our 4-year challenge by cooking one country a week in alphabetical order, working our way around the world from Afghanistan to Zimbabwe. This again is night 2 of country number 183, United Arab Emirates. Tonight we're making a laham nashif, which is a meat fried with spices, and dango, I hope that's pronounced right. It's going to be boiled chickpeas, along with pita, that fresh made pita that we're working on right now. So, let's get going. We're going to have to migrate, just for a moment. Let me flip meerkat people around. Hey there. And we are taking the periscope people and flipping them around so they can get the bird's eye view from up high. One moment please while I adjust for them. One moment. Okay, so you can see from there. And let me get my lens on for you. Hello. Jadu, thank you for liking the restream. Get my lens on there for you. Thank you, Emily. And we've got some work to do. This is a quick cook, except for the pita part. The pita have been working for the past hour or so here. So now we're going to roll it out onto a floured surface here and make 8 balls of the dough. Again, they're simulcasting on Periscope, bird's eye view for the Periscope people, more commentary for the meerkat people, as usual. Pen, hey there, hi. Person with the curious name. Pancho, greetings. Thank you for the restream. And we are going to roll this out. I need to get my rolling pin. I was missing something. Okay. And here we go. Hello, Emily. How are you doing today? So this is the dough. It's spongy, and I need to make 8 separate balls out of this. And so that's 2 going here. The 2 turning into 4. And that's going to be 4 out of that. And out of 4 we're getting 8. Good, thanks. How about you? Doing okay, doing okay. You know, another long day. But we're here now. So that's 2. This is going to be 4. Again, I apologize to anyone on Periscope who might, if you comment and I don't see it, they fly away before I get a chance to see them. But this, I've tried making pita several times and failed miserably the first time and been sort of steadily improving since. However, it still takes a bit of work. This recipe I found hopefully is the magic bullet. Also, I found a way to understand why did I run today. Yes, I did my 10 miles this morning. So I don't know what time of the day or night it is at this point. We used 1/3 whole wheat flour and 2/3 of all-purpose flour, along with olive oil, salt, and water. And now, according to the recipe, I am going to let this rest some more. Good job, thank you. Under a damp towel for about 20 minutes. Right there. So then we're going to roll it out. So I'm going to put this aside for 20 minutes while we do that. And then I'm going to get started on chopping the meat. But of course I need to clean this off, which is wonderful. It is, it's late for you, yes. So let me move this over to one side because I'm going to need to, might as well get started on the the chickpeas. Now the chickpeas in the night, yes, in the night. The chickpeas have been soaking in water overnight, and there they are right there. We'll get a little bit closer for the Periscope people. Hello. That might be a little better. So chickpeas have been boiling water, and I'm not tired anyway. Okay, cool. The research I did about chickpeas, there was a recent thing on a website I was looking at where they sort of compared what different methods, using canned chickpeas versus dried soaked chickpeas versus rinsing them in water versus having them in their own water, and the best taste said was in the water in which the chickpeas were soaked. So that's what we're doing. I'm only doing a third of the recipe for this one. So there is really not too much to this one. Basically, it's going to be boiling it in the water. However, I just need to add 2 key ingredients to it, and I may be needing to add additional water as I go. But the 2 ingredients are going to be one obvious and one not so obvious. The one obvious ingredient is salt. Are you wearing pants under the apron? Yes, I'm wearing shorts. It is Florida. It's always hot here, so shorts is the only way I can get by. So salting the water. And yes, you are the silly question. Sorry, no, don't worry about it. That would be a whole other show if I was wearing pants. So now that we've added that, now we're going to add the key ingredient to this. Hold on, let me take a picture. The pictures are for the blog. Everything is located at cliffyland.com. You can find information about all the countries, information about the countries you missed, pictures, links to the original recipes, links to the videos, etc., etc., etc. We're going to be adding 2 dried japonese chilies, dried red chilies, to the pot here, which is going to kind of imbue it with some spice. 1, 2. And then we're just going to let that boil for an hour. It was sunny, real sunny. It was nice. Well, yeah, that must be quite a change for where you are. Here it's always sunny. We are in South Florida, incidentally, about 2 hours north of Miami, where summer has been upon us for some time. So I'm just looking forward to December when the temperature might get cool again. That's what happens when you live in Florida. Okay, so we're just going to take this. Now, normally the Periscope people get the bird's eye view, but I'm only going to be putting this on the stove just for a second, so I'm not going to move you just for that. But I'm going to put this on the stove to boil and then simmer for an hour. So that's all that's happening over there while we wait on our dough, and then we're going to start working on our meat, our lamb that we are using for the, which is it again? Laham Nashik. Laham Nashik. The meat fried with spices. And it's kind of a dry gravy that this winds up in. And for that, I'm going to be dropping it all into, let's get a bigger bowl, into here. And I bought some lamb shoulder, which I need to cut off the bone and then place in there. Yeah, it's supposed to rain tonight and the morning, and then sun all evening, yay. Who else do we see here? Randmin Vest. Thank you for the like there. Nice weather, yes. You know, you always want what you can't have. When I was living in Ohio, I was just begging for just a little bit of sun, please, just a little bit of sun. And now I'm just looking for a little bit of clouds and some cool temperatures so I can run. So you always want what you can't have. So I'm going to need to clean that off the bone for our stew of sorts. Again, we're cooking the United Arab Emirates. This is night 2. Night 1 was on Friday, where we made our fish, which is our mahi-mahi, which was in the spice mix compared to yours, yes. Which is the mahi-mahi on top of the spiced rice, the muhammar. That came out phenomenal. The rice lasted a good long time. Wound up using it again a couple times. It was odd, it was very sweet, but I knew that going in because it was cooked in molasses. So, honing the knife, and we're going to chop the lamb off the bone here, which the butcher suggested this is probably the best cut since there was the least amount of waste involved, which reminds me I need a bowl for the waste. One moment please. Of course we are listening to music of the UAE. This is music from their National Day. United Arab Emirates, located on the Arabian Peninsula, bordered by Oman and Saudi Arabia, sharing maritime borders with Iran across the Arabian Sea, is that right? Persian Gulf, sorry, my bad. And Qatar as well. Not Qatar, Kuwait, my bad. Bahrain is nearby. I will show you on the globe right now, but now my hands are full of meat. Hey, Rob, how you doing? And finally, new glasses. Oh, good for you. Hey, Rob, so good seeing you. So good seeing you. How are you doing? How are things going? I ask you, do you still own MeerkatTees.com? People keep asking where the nice Meerkat apron comes from. You guys can't see it so much right there. And I direct them to MeerkatTees.com or Google the Funky Fairy, and you can find them. They have all the goods, embroidery, snap with your Snapchat or Periscope or Meerkat logos on them, among many other things. So check them out. Nicest people in the world. Ratdar. I am I am moi bueno. Good for you. Is there a bone there? I think there's a bone there. Learning my cuts. And I'm just waiting for the 20 minutes to elapse so I can get back to the pitas. Those are going to get baked in the oven at about 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Very, very hot. I have my pizza stone in the oven right now. I'm not preheating the oven until it gets a little closer to when I'm actually going to cook it. But I first tried to do pitas when I cooked, what was it, Bosnia and Herzegovina, way back in the very beginning of this challenge, some 4 years ago. And that was a huge disaster. But that was probably my first experiment in baking at all, so I've learned some since then. Many baking failures later. We do, good, all is good here. I have missed the UK. No, United Kingdom is next week, and the deal with that is, since you asked, and so many people are interested, obviously, I had planned on doing one night for England and one night for Wales, one night for Scotland and one night for Wales and Northern Ireland together, since I would only cook on 3 nights. However, combination of things led to the weird circumstance when I looked up and I realized, oh crap, this is the 1 week where I can only cook on 1 night. So rather than give the United Kingdom short shrift, I am going to cook UK over a week and a half. So I'm cooking 4 nights of the United Kingdom next week. 1 night will be England. Each country will get its own night, basically. So, because I'm going to be going away for a little while, I'm not going to be able to cook on Friday or Sunday this week, but we will be back next Tuesday, starting in UK. Yes, right across the water there. I took the ferry from Dover to Bingham, and then from Calais to Dover. This is before there was a channel. That long time ago. I don't want to say how long ago. Oh my god. Okay, so wow, that's a lot of curry then. So funny. I didn't really know how curry is like sort of like the semi-national dish of England. until I started investigating it. Kenneth, who is not here right now, kind of gave me the hint about it, and I went and searched more information about, the history of curry and how curry is sort of a British invention based on the flavors that came back from India. Although the Spanish and Portuguese were the first two, Europeans to say, hey, that's really cool. But the British are the ones that, said, hey, we need to try to replicate this in some way. And that was before they actually landed there. So it's kind of an interesting, weird, roundabout thing. And I did not know that. David, greetings. Assalamu alaikum. Yes, it is close to you. Emily. Emily is in the Netherlands. So yes, near neighbors. But right today we're doing the United Arab Emirates. United Arab Emirates, which is 7 separate, originally 6 Emirates that joined together. Eventually they took on a 7th. And I can't pronounce or remember all of them. But the largest and most well-known are Dubai and the capital, Abu Dhabi. And, of course, you've probably seen the Burj Dubai, the tallest building in the world there. Netherlands, yes. Derek! Hey, Derek, how you doing? Ooh, I was thinking about you. There's a song, find it on YouTube or something. The group is called Voyage. It's spelled like voyage. And the song is called, oh boy, something Scotch. The premise was that it was a disco album from, I think, like 1978, and each song was sort of representing a certain, country sound. So it was kind of like Disco Scotland. And I was hearing it the other day, and I was thinking of you, so check it out. Netherlands, really far away. Well, it's not that far. This one's talking to that one. Okay. And so this is our lamb shoulder that we're chopping up for our laham nashik. And we're chopping the bite-sized portions here. 7. Whoa! Simmer down now. Okay, I let that go. See, if I would have seen that over my shoulder, I would have known something bad was happening. Okay, so we have our lamb that we have cut into bite-sized chunks here. I had to get rid of all this and clean up a little bit. And we'll keep moving. Keep moving. Because the meat has to cook for about 45 minutes. Which could be never been in the UK. Oh, well, you have plenty of time. Sorry, never responded to your snap of what was in the bag. It's okay. You got to see. It was a party. Everyone had to wear one. Never been in the UK. Well, like I said, Emily, you're young, so you have plenty of time. Let me clean this off. I'll be right back. Oh, by the way, Rob, I have to return that one and get an actual one. That's what I was doing in the souvenir store with a shark. We live in a beach town here where there's lots of surfers and fishermen and boaters. And you can find Tacky Tourist Shop with Tacky Tourist anything. I have been in Egypt, America, Denmark, Germany, Belgium, Netherlands. Well, that's certainly a start. Good on you. Yes, Rob is in the UK. And so now we have this here. And let me wait a couple minutes before well, you know what, I'm just going to put this in the saucepan now. By the way, incidentally, check out me at cliffyland.com. Pictures, blogs, information about the countries, etc., etc. Also, you can find us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Tumblr, on Instagram, on Pinterest, and now on YouTube. Please, we need subscribers to the YouTube channel. Please go to YouTube and subscribe. Just go search for Cliffy Land. If I get enough subscribers, I will eventually be able to have in the custom URL. I can just say go to youtube.com/cliffyland. But not yet. So I'm gonna get some water going here. I have been to France. Cool. Well, that's nearby for you. Okay, I'm gonna get some water in here. When the actual cooking is going on, I will move the Periscope people over the stove so you get the really fancy bird's eye view. But right now, you're at the prep station, and I have another few minutes to let that rest right there. So while that happens, I'm gonna just keep moving and core my tomato. That is for the gravy that goes on the lamb. Who do we have here? Well, Lickies. I hope I got that right. Thank you for liking the restream. Thank you, Dio Mazor. Greetings. Is that a nice tomato? That's a pretty tomato right there. Let me clean that off. And we're gonna... Recipe did not really specify about the tomato, but seemed pretty straightforward. If this had been 4 years ago, I would have been totally lost, not knowing what to do. But here we are. So, there's tomato and onion, and then that's going to be about it for the prep stuff. I have been to the UK for Passover, to the Netherlands. I came here for the first time. Yes. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm chopping this into 4 quadrants and then seeding the tomato. United Arab Emirates, interesting statistic that only about 18% of the people of the UAE are ethnically Emirati and are citizens. 80% of the population are expatriates, people from other countries going there to work, and it is 50% people from South Asia, so that would be from Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka perhaps, all there. It is interesting situation. To be a citizen in the UAE, your father must have been a citizen, or if the father is unknown, the mother must have been a citizen, and you can apply to be a naturalized citizen after 30 years. So, cool information. The size, if you're in the US and looking for a size comparison, it is slightly, slightly smaller than South Carolina, slightly larger than Maine. Known primarily originally, well, they became independent in 1971 from the UN, from the British, and known, made most of their money originally on petroleum and oil reserves, but have really diversified their economy a great deal, because that's not going to last forever. So they're one of the larger economies in the world, we'll say. It's really remarkable, the giant mall in Dubai with the snow skiing. So you're in the desert and you can go downhill ski in a mall. Well, wonders never cease. There's I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that the people behind that mall are trying to build something like that down here in Miami, which is going to do wonders for traffic. That's all I can say. So Belgium, UK, Germany, France, Denmark, America, pass through Luxembourg, I don't know the English translation. No, that's Luxembourg. Oh, you didn't spell it right, but yeah, I know what you meant. Now I went to, hey, thank you for the hearts. I did not see who that was, but thank you. No, myself, geez, I was a kid, I've mentioned this before, and I was on a trip that if you ever rent the movie on Netflix or something called If It's Tuesday, It Must Be Belgium, check it out. That's what this trip was. It was very common in that era. The bus trip where you would see, you know, all of Western Europe, because then you could only see Western Europe, by bus in a month's time. So you just wake up, go, wake up, go, wake up, go. So we went from day 1 Madrid, day 2 Madrid, San Sebastian, Bordeaux, day 2 Bordeaux, Paris, day 3 Paris, day 4 Paris, Calais, Dover, London, day 5 London, day 6 London, Calais, Bingham, Amsterdam, day 7 Amsterdam, day 8 Amsterdam, down the Rhine to Frankfurt, next day down to Zurich, next day down to Venice, next day down to Rome, next day Rome down to Capri, back to Rome, next day Rome to Florence, next day from Florence to Monaco, next day from Monaco to Barcelona. At that point we were so exhausted we just took Barcelona, the train, right back to Madrid so we could have a day where we could rest because we were so tired. Can you believe I remember all that? I'm going to Denmark soon. Cool beans. Cool beans. Say hello to the Little Mermaid for me. And have an open-faced sandwich. Okay, so we have our tomatoes diced here. And I think it's been sort of long enough to wait on the dough over there. So I'm going to clean this off and get back to our pitas. So let me take this all away for a moment, clean off. My understanding on the resting of the dough under the a wedding, okay, is for the it to be springy, not to be too sticky. The dough. I'm still learning on all of this, so bear with me. Okay, so now we're gonna try our dough here, our pitas. Let me clean this off here a little bit. Get a rogue tomato. Okay, I found them all over the place. Yes, I imagine you would. So now this has been under. Whoa, you've gotten bigger there, haven't you, big fella? Okay, so we're gonna roll this out, our pitas, and then when it's done, I need to stack them, and I'm gonna need plenty of parchment paper because that's gonna wind up sitting for a while. So let me move this stuff over here. Oops, you know what? The meat, the lamb, I'm gonna stick it in the boiling water right now for 45 minutes. Okay, so that takes care of that one. And I need to take a picture of this. Again, the pictures are for the blog, everything at foothyland.com. Okay, and now, here we go. I'm going to try to roll you out to bowls that are 1/4 inch to an 1/8 inch thick. And like I said, in case don't hurt the pitas. Listen, if you saw the disaster that I made the pitas the first time, that's that's under the Bosnia Herzegovina entry. That was a disaster and a half. Okay, I can never really get a circular shape, try as I might. Okay. Can never get that right. This is looking like what I did with Bosnia. Okay, so that's one. I'll put this down here. See, this is what happens. It loses any semblance of shape. Okay, next. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Get those pitas. Ay, caray. No, 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 no. Clicky did something wrong. I do that all the time. Make them a little thicker. They're gonna puff up. It says 1/4 inch to an 1/8 inch thick, and I'm not good with dimensions, but I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. I'm going to have to separate these with some parchment paper. Foolish, if you knew what happened before and me just sticking things on top of each other, not thinking that they would stick. That was really funny. Okay. Number 3. And I have not been on Snapchat in like a day, and I've missed people's snaps. I hope they don't disappear. The premise of the pita is that they puff up. The last time they kind of almost puffed up. They came close to puffing up, which was sort of a victory, but not enough of a victory. So this time I'm really hoping that they will. Traditionally, they're cooked in super hot ovens, where just the blast shock of the heat make them puff up very quickly. And we're going to try that with our oven here in sunny South Florida and see if that works. Okay. La la la. I do have a pizza stone this time. I didn't have that the first time. Okay. There's 8 pitas. I don't know how many go-rounds in the oven that's going to take. So it was a nice. Did everyone have a good weekend? Had our nice anniversary weekend here, which was nice. Went to a couple really nice restaurants. Went to that Indonesian restaurant, which is actually like a Indonesian restaurant you'd get in Amsterdam, actually, because we had the rice table. Was it Ristoffel, which was really good, and introduced family friends who are all about not experimenting with foods, and they don't understand my whole thing. They go, that's all weird, I don't like that. They had it and they liked it. That was a huge victory. Okay, this is not the right shape at all. Looks more like a moth. Well, it's just gonna have to do. Okay. Okay, come on. They're gonna wind up looking like crap when I put them on. Anyway, I don't know how one really does it because they flop around so much. I mean, I guess that's what the pizza, you know, thing is for. Okay. So with this is we have 4 more to go after this, or 3 more to go after this. Working away. Hey, come back! I think I need more flour on the counter. Ristoffel, or yes, very tasty. Where's my flour? problem is I don't have enough flour on the counter. This is why I'm having this issue. Okay. 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 Now, I think that one's fine. Alrighty. And you. Is really puffed up. How did it look like? It was really good. There was they put out all the different sort of heating elements on the table, and then sort of introduced each thing. They said this is this is that, this is hot, this is spicy. We ordered, you know, like 2 of the seafood, whatever, and 2 of the other meats and vegetables, and it was crazy. I mean, we ate everything and ordered dessert. This is a woman who would not, you know, touch anything with pineapple because it was weird. So this that was a really pleasant surprise that they all ate it and they liked it. And I was recognizing some of the spices that I know go into this stuff, like the kecap manis and the candle nuts, which are in the satay and assorted dishes. It was really good. So, yes. I call Indomania on Miami Beach. Really good. We promised to write them a really nice review. Went there before. I told the story before of how they saved my bacon when I was cooking in the Netherlands. And they gave me the candle nuts. I had been looking all day across 3 counties. They just handed them to me, so I'll be forever in their debt. So it was just a nice way to celebrate our 25th. Okay, I know it's not a circle. I will live. It's like a chef makes it right at your... they didn't actually cook it so much at the table rather than present it and keep it warm. This is so not the right shape. But see, I just pull it and it winds up going anyway. Last one. And I'm going to have to preheat that oven to 400, and then it's going to get really hot in here. You know, when I cooked on Friday, there was a person living in Dubai who was on the Periscope. And the best compliment I've gotten was when he said that what I had prepared looked just like what he had for lunch there. So that was really nice. But I got the point. Have you been to the Netherlands? Yes, I went to Amsterdam and to Madurodam. It was very cool. I wish I could stay longer. I've been to Curacao and a couple times, and Aruba, which are sort of the Netherlands, but over here. Okay, so we have our rolled out pitas that I'm going to let sit here for a minute while I clean off this whole business, because I need to prep a couple more things. Just a couple. I need to slice an onion and then put out the garnish, the spices and such. And the key spice in the UAE is a thing called bazaar, and it's spelled any number of different ways. I've seen B-Z-A-A-R and B-Z-A-A-R and B-A-Z-E-R and B-E-Z, all sorts of different spellings. It is, I did not realize, Madurodam, that's cool, I had been there too, yes, and we have of course a Legoland here, which reminded me of Madurodam, with a little tiny town. Very nice. We're gonna have to learn from y'all how to stay from being underwater when our beaches are rising up here, or me. It's very close to me. Yes. Okay, so now that we've cleaned that off, we can get back to chopping what needs to be chopped. So that's just one onion and and then put out our spices. So, oh shoot, Here, this would be helpful. Okay, so just not too much. Thankfully, this is, like I said, a really fast cook. The lamb is boiling over here. Like I said, for 45 minutes. So we are going to slice one onion, and lucky me, I just learned a trick that should make chopping the cilantro, which is coming up in a minute, much quicker. Onion. Okay. So. Yeah. And onion. Now I'm not dicing it this time, I'm slicing it. I must remember this. I tend to forget like halfway in and then suffer the consequences. Okay. We are all alone on the Periscope right now. I am working on the YouTube for Phase 2, trying to figure out the nature of how I'm going to be doing these videos, because the 2 hour sit and watch me, you know, cook something start to finish is fine for live, but not so great for the YouTube. Bye. See you later, Emily. Be well. With the cheese, my mom went on 4 cheeses. Okay. So I'm thinking of cutting it short. Thing is, it's not really a recipe videos, not really cooking instruction, because I don't think I'm really qualified for that. But it's not really geography instruction either. I want it to be a little bit of flavor of me and what this whole now will be past experience, because this will be for Phase 2. Like what that's like, what that's about. So, trying to figure that out. Okay, so slicing onion and go with the claw grip to prevent your hands from getting sliced in half, along with your onion. Also, you can keep with your knuckles, you can keep track of how thin you want the slices to be. There's that. Now those are going to be caramelized, so that's going to take a while to do, and that's the next thing we're going to do. I always sit here and wait. But I'm just going to have to put out the spices real quick and chop the cilantro, aka coriander, for you non-American people. Finding how everything has 6 different names in different parts of the world makes trying to find ingredients so much more exciting. You're saying, I'm looking for this, and the person says, what? And then you show them back, that's not this, that's that. And goes, well, you call it that. Did you just put the onion wrapper in the tomato pieces, or is that just me? No, that's a different bowl. Okay, so I've got my onions over here. I'm going to preheat my oven now to 400 and make it really hot in here. And so this is done. Let me clean this off super fast. And then we're going to put out our spices and chop our coriander or slash cilantro. Oops, I forgot about that. One more thing. There's going to be an entire bunch of cilantro. So that's a whole lot of cilantro. I washed and dried it yesterday, so if you're wondering, I'm not doing that right now. But thankfully, I just read how to quickly take care of this. So I'm not sitting here plucking leaves for the next 20 minutes. So, taking the wrapper off here. Oh, come on. I hate these things, incidentally. Never know which way it's going. Rah! Doesn't matter. Because she go like this. Ta-da! That was so much faster. And it didn't take all day. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to chop this up. And for that, I'm going to use my mezzaluna because it seems to do the best job. Although, well, here, let me just keep going with the way I was reading it before. It's going to be a rough chop on these. Okay. Yes, I know there's a couple stems in there, but I'm not going to stress it. Mezzaluna. Am I good? Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Did you just put the... Okay. Okay, mezzaluna, and go. Okay. And chopping. So warm in here, and that oven is just gonna make it out. Yes, I'm fine. Thank you for being concerned, though. I'm gonna have to turn the air way down because I'm gonna start sweating like a pig here. That would not be appropriate for the UAE. Sweating like a camel. What do people sweat like in countries that are not allowed to eat pork? I wonder. Okay. Okay, so we have our cilantro there, ready to go, and I've made a big old mess of things, no problem, no problem. Okay, this is gonna go over here. I need to clean this all off. And then we're gonna move over to the stove and get started on our gravy. But I need to clean this off first. One moment. I'm gonna have to move some things on the stove around because I'm using up 2 of the burners already, so we'll clean that off in a moment. Then I have to move the Periscope people. But first, let me just get those couple spices together first. So the 3 things I'm gonna need. So one of them is tomato paste. So I'm gonna need 2 tablespoons. It's going to be 2 teaspoons of tomato paste. Thank goodness for these. Like a frog. Ribbit? I don't know. 1 teaspoon and I'd say that's 2 teaspoons on the tomato paste there. This tube thing is a great idea. When I went to Egypt, I had American ships. I was so happy. Cool. And now we're going to get the bizarre spice mix out. I made the spice mix way back when I cooked Libya, and this might be the end of it. And it's going to be 1 tablespoon of the spice mix. The spice mix Again, check it out on the Libya blog post. It's a combination of a whole bunch of different things I had it written down last time, but did not commit them to memory. Coriander and cinnamon and nutmeg and Arabic 7 spice, which is itself 7 separate spices, including cardamom and coriander and all sorts of stuff. And wouldn't you know, that's about as much as I have left. I hope that's enough, because I ain't got no more. That's the bizarre spice mix. You can see what it looks like right there. And then you over here, if there's nobody there, but hey, that's what it looks like. Okay, and turmeric and cardamom. So getting the turmeric out. And that's going to be 1 teaspoon on the turmeric. 1 teaspoon on the turmeric right over here. And then on the cardamom is going to be half a teaspoon. And this is going to be cardamom powder, which is, I've been working my way through that one for a long time. There is nobody on Periscope right now. Okay, half a teaspoon on the cardamom, which is very tasty. Susie Francis, greetings. Thank you for the restream. So, we have our spices out together, and we are ready to start in on our, the rest of our coke. Let me make some room here on the stove, because I'm going to need my skillet, and I'm going to move the Periscope people over the top so they get the bird's eye view. If you happen to be on Periscope, that is kind of cool if you're into that kind of thing. Let me get my skillet, then I'll move the world over one at a time. Okay, skillet. Boom. Spatula. Coming at you. And now we move. We move these folks over here. One goes back. And you and you. And then we move you. Where have you been, Cliffy? All the lands. Where have you been? I do not know what you mean. Okay, I'm gonna move Meerkat over here. Hopefully you don't die, because it's very steamy while our lamb is cooking. And the non-existent Periscope people are going for a little ride. Okay. And they're going like this. Okay. Yeah. And infirm. Good. Yay. Where have you been, though? 2. What is your favorite Disney movie? I'm gonna say the Aristocats, just because it's the one I saw over and over again as a kid. That is so warm in here. I need to turn the air down. Okay, so we're gonna heat up a crazy amount of canola oil in the pot, which is actually half a cup of the canola oil, which is a surprising amount of oil, but that's what it says. So that's what we're gonna do. And that's the end of that soldier right there. But we have more. Hey, Tammy, how you doing? Greetings, thank you for joining. What did I do with my canola oil? I know you're here. I bought it. Is this it? No, that's peanut oil. Where the hell did I put my canola oil? It's right in front of my face. Okay. Hello. It is now 1:21. Yes, it's late there. Okay, so canola oil So half a cup of canola oil. That's a lot of canola oil. I just realized I did a stupid thing. I did a stupid thing, and I'm going to need to remedy it right now. Which is, I need to quickly chop a second onion. So you watch that. Still love the spoon. Thank you. Turning this down. I'm going to chop this onion in record time. So, you stay right there. I'll be right back. Oh, stupid me. I knew there was a reason I had a second onion. Thankfully, it only needs to get sliced and not diced. Come back. I will be back with you in just a moment. Oh, stupid me. Try not to hurry and not to slice my hand. Do not chop yourself, exactly. That's the idea. Not to kill myself in the process. Okay. And slicing. Okay, so now we have our, what are we looking at here? Blazkowski, I'm sorry, I can't see very well. Thank you for the restream. I'm gonna add in the onions here to the oil. And adding the rest of the onions in too. Oh brother, we have a stray. Okay, so onions into the oil, and it would be helpful if I had the camera up. Okay. I like the music. Yes, it's very nice. Is that Emily? Yes. No, it's Tammy. Yes, thank you. I always try to find music from the country whenever I'm cooking. So, we have our chickpeas simmering back here, our lamb simmering over here, and we're going to be trying to caramelize the onions here for the sauce. And I can't put that away. Meanwhile, these pitas go in for about 3 to 5 minutes a piece. So, it's still preheating the oven. It's going to be very, very hot. And each of the pitas only cook for about 3 to 5 minutes a piece. And I need to figure out how I'm going to get them on to that pita stone without having them look like garbage, which has been my routine problem. Come on, heat up, baby. Still no one on Periscope. I think they all gave up. They're all bored. See, this is the part where it's fun. I should start the Periscope when I'm here and totally forget about Periscope with the prep. I think that should be my lesson. Sounds like a good idea, because you know, you people, we have a thing. We can talk. But with Periscope, you're there. If it doesn't catch your attention, you're gone in an instant. Not that you wouldn't be that way with Meerkat too, but you know, just saying. It's more about the conversation here. I am cold and warm at the same time. Well, get here, you'll be really warm. So let me turn this down a little bit. Onions are starting to sweat. Just like me. That oven is going to go to 400. Very hot. I need some water. I need some water. Ah! Where are we? And there we have it. So now that the oven is preheated, I'm going to try to take these little pitas and put them into that really hot oven without killing myself. I'm going to need this. Here goes nothing. Okay. I need a hand free. How about... Okay, here goes nothing. Don't put your face in the hot oven. Okay. You. Number one. That's too big. Spatula. Move over. Not on top, not on top, not on top. Sorry. Disaster. Shoot. Figure you out later. Okay. In you go. Now I gotta figure you out. Damn it to hell. That one got really messed up. See if we can salvage it. How are you? I'm doing okay. Yeah, let's fly a whole day to see your food just on Meerkat. I'm doing okay. Had our anniversary dinner on Sunday, or lunch actually. So that was very nice. Cooked on Friday, and that came out really well for the UAE. This is night 2. How are you doing? I have not been able to see Snapchat all day. Again, you know, waking up at 5 a.m. to go run in the dark. And then, you know, pass out for 2 hours. Because it's not easy getting up at 5 in the morning. Then you go to bed like 4 hours earlier. Which is stupid, I know. I'm hoping eventually I'll, like, come to my senses. I need to add more water to those chickpeas. Ow. So we are doing 3 things. Or this is the gravy for the lamb, which is cooking over here. And then we have our chickpeas and we have our pita in the oven, oven light. I don't see any puffing happening. Should set my watch. So I didn't move fast enough. I'm good. I snapped a little visit to Jackson, California today. Oh wow, I'll have to check that out later. I hope it's still there. It's like the whole Snapchat thing. Like if you didn't see it, you missed it. Aspect. It's like, I've been busy. So, these are starting to soften and turn a little bit golden. Well, barely starting. Hello, greetings. We're cooking our food from the United Arab Emirates today. This is night 2 of 2. We are making, I believe it's Dango, boiled chickpeas with a laham Nashik, which is meat fried with spices, and we're also making pita. So thank you for the hearts. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. We have someone watching the bird's eye view on Periscope. Yay! I will see you in your new stream. Cool. Yes, so we will be on YouTube. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. And it will be moving beyond the just archived videos of the live streams in a few months. And then, thank you for the invite, Ajayi. So that is, so they're going to be shorter. It will be tonight. Yes, cool. I'm trying to decide how long to make the videos. Should they be, because like the 2-minute videos doesn't seem to be enough. Hello, yes. And 2-minute video seems to be too short. If everything's just 2 seconds long, it would just basically show you the recipe. And I want to have a little bit of flavor of the conversation too. So it's gonna be a learning process for yours truly here. So living and learning. Need to go to YouTube boot camp. They have a little boot campy kind of thing up there. But they suggest talking to other people who are on YouTube and such. Mom! Hey, Mom! Thank you for the like. So we have our lamb over here, boiling, and our chickpeas over here, boiling, and our pita. Ooh, our pita. I'm going to give it another 2 minutes. They are not puffing up like I imagined. But we have our dough for our pita over here. And that's, the dough is a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 parts all-purpose flour to 1 part whole wheat flour, with using olive oil as the shortening, and salt. And I use the quick rise yeast. We'll see how that goes. I even called the yeast hotline. There's somebody manning a yeast hotline to answer your questions about yeast. So they told me I didn't need to punch it down, etc., etc. So that was good. I just hope I didn't screw things up in some other way, because they're not really puffing up. Those are going to have to land on something. Sheesh, there's no room. Okay. Come on, onions. You need to get brown for me here. Work with me, people. Onions always take so much longer to caramelize than they ever tell you. Thankfully, I kind of knew this going in. And the husband isn't home yet, so I'm not in a rush. You need to get out of there. Okay. Come on, onions. So my tomatoes are here, my cilantro, that's all going to go in soon. Soon. Like I said, there was this whole thing that I was reading talking about how onions and caramelizing, and how recipes say, oh, 5-10 minutes, and everyone says that's impossible. They take half an hour. So I calculated about 20 minutes on the outside for these to caramelize, so I'm not freaking out at this point. There's a lot of onions. I have it kind of on a medium heat. It's supposed to be simmering the chickpeas in the back, but I don't see a whole lot of simmering happening. Let me see how tender they are. Good. Yummy. I know it takes like 35 minutes to caramelize onions. Yeah. And all these recipes, they lie to people. They lie. Lie. The chickpeas need more salt. And I have the Japanese, dried Japanese chilies in there somewhere, though I don't see them. I don't know where they made off to. Oh, there they are. Should be giving a little heat to the chickpeas, but I didn't really taste much heat. The lamb is going to be cooking here for another 10 minutes or so until tender. I need to stir that up too. looks like it's doing well. We have to drain that. And then this sauce goes on top of it. The picture with the recipe had a lime served with it, but didn't say anything about how or when, so if I remember, I'll have a lime and some slices of tomato, if I remember. Oh, what the hell. Let me just do it now. Since I'm waiting on this damn... Oh, damn it. Bread. Okay, let's see how the bread is. Okay, don't burn your hands. Don't burn your hands. Okay. Okay, that's 2. Okay. Okay, 1. And 2. Okay, close, close, close. Okay, that worked out better than last time. Here's our pita bread. Not really puffy, but a little bit. So that's good. I'm gonna try to keep that warm under a plate. Let's take a picture. Okay. Meanwhile, back to our onions. Starting to get a little bit golden. A little bit. Takes too damn long. Thankfully, the rest of it comes rather quickly. It's gonna be a dry gravy. Apparently, the name means the meat with basically a little dry gravy. So we'll see how that goes. But the flavors are all going to be coming up soon, and the spices. And that bizarre spice mix is really special. Yes, I think they look like half decent. That was 2. That's 4. That's going to be... So that was a minute ago. 39. Looking for 42. The idea that I'm doing 4 things simultaneously is kind of mind-boggling to me, because considering where I started. I mean, I just had to do 1 dish, and if I had to do a salad to go with it, I was losing my mind. So, progress. I'm sorry it takes so long to do this onion bit part. It just does. But we're getting the pitas going at the same time, so a little bit of entertainment. Ah, it's hot. It's hot. It's getting hot in here. Yeah. You know, you can buy pre-caramelized onions. Jackal says, I think it must be delicious. It looks good. Everything was, and those chickpeas actually taste pretty decent. I soaked them overnight, something I tend to hate to do, anything that involves work the night before, but you know, that was just sticking something in water. But I had to buy them the night before, because I went to the grocery store today to get my lamb. You know they don't have lamb around here? It's like I'm the only person who buys lamb. They see me coming, they're like, oh, he's that crazy person who's always buying lamb. But only buys it on certain weeks. Like, yes, whenever I cook, you know, anything from the Muslim world, it's like lamb across the board. I love lamb. It's a good thing I do. Can't get camel meat, though. Camel meat is quite the thing in the UAE. I mean, they raise camels, they have camel milk. That you can't find here. That you cannot find here. Although, you know, there was a thing, you know what a guinea hen is? Guinea fowl. It's a common poultry in Africa. And when I was cooking some country, maybe it was Equatorial Guinea, or maybe it was Guinea itself, and the recipe called for the guinea fowl, and I couldn't find anywhere. And then over our anniversary dinner, in Miami, they're like, oh yeah, guineo, yeah, you can find it anywhere. I can find it for you. And it's really tasty. And I was thinking, really? Leave it to Miami. I had no idea. I had no idea. I found a place here that, you know, you could get the eggs, but not, like, you know, the meat. So, although I did see two roaming wild in a parking lot when I was jogging a few months ago. Like, in a parking lot of a doctor's office, there's two wild guinea hens just hanging out. And I thought that was nuts. So you're not supposed to be here. You know, we have these birds of prey flying overhead. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. You write that again. Someone on Periscope wrote something and I didn't see it until it floated away, as Periscope things tend to do. So, try again, I'll be looking. What are we having? Oh, well, that's okay. We're making three things. In the oven we have pita bread that we're making. We're also making dango, which is boiled chickpeas. I apologize if the pronunciation is wrong. And Nashik, which is meat fried with spices. And this is the gravy, and the meat is the lamb, which is sitting right over here. And I'm trying to keep an eye on my pita breads so they don't burn. Okay. I'm smelling lots of lamb. I'm smelling the onions nearly caramelized right now, which is good because I'm running out of patience. I'm running out of patience over here on the onions. So the next step is, well, I need to, I'm going to give another minute on this and on the pita, and then we'll move on. Never had lamb. Oh, lamb is great. You've never had a gyro? I don't know where you are, but then in, you know, Greek, you have the gyro, which is like the bread with the lamb that they get off the big roasted spit in the middle. It's really, really tasty. Thank you for the follow, Jackal. Is it Jackal or Jackie? Or none of the above? Yuhuang. Thank you very much. But no, lamb is really good. If it's not cooked right, it's just kind of gamey and it'll put you off. But lamb is super tasty. I've had 183 countries. I must have had at least 50 lamb dishes. Welcome. So, okay, our dad's been caramelized. Now I need to get the pita, the next batch of pitas out of the oven. So I'm going in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. You go there. Okay. Next 2 going in. Stone. Yeah. Come on. Let go. Let go. That's not the right shape, but I can't. Fudge. Okay, next. Go. Go. Oh, no, that's not right. Ow. That's not going to look right. Okay. 400 degrees. Thank you for the Star Water. What are you cooking? Yes, we are making one more time, making pitas. We're making dango, which is boiled chickpeas, and nashik, which is meat fried in spices. And now we're moving on to the adding the spices. So we're going to add in the Bizarre Spice Mix right now, which is a spice mix combination of about 10 different things. You can check that out on my blog on the Libya post, actually. We're going to add the turmeric now. And we're going to add the cardamom. And let me get the last of that turmeric out of there. Okay. And we're going to saute that for about 3 minutes. And now, whoa, we got the smell happening. All kinds of amazing smells happening right now. that has got cinnamon, it's got coriander, it has black pepper, it has cumin, no, not cumin, cinnamon, coriander, cardamom, nutmeg, very hungry, yes. And what else? And it has also has an Arabic 7-spice mix. So there's a spice mix inside of a spice mix. And the 7-spice mix has coriander and cinnamon. And one recipe I saw called for some dried chili peppers. Some, I believe those Guajillo chilies. I forgot which ones. But like I said, I made this for the Libya back in the, and now I've used up the Bazaar spice mix. And it's really good, and it's truly something that is common to Emirati food, this particular spice mix. So used it for the fish that we did on Friday, and that was great. Hello, husband. And so now, let's see how our pitas are doing in there. Okay. So now we're going to add in the tomatoes. Tomatoes going in. And hello. And the
hello viewers.
And the tomato paste going in. Tomato paste.
Everything looks yummy.
Yes. And more tomato paste. Come on. And what else? What else? What else? The cilantro. Oh, nuts. Oh, nuts.
No cilantro?
No, I forgot something. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go at lightning speed again. I was in such a hurry about the whole everything. I need to turn this down. This, I need to get some garlic going really fast. So you just watch that while I work at lightning speed over here. It's like a Top Chef Spitfire challenge over here.
Mise en place?
Mise en place. The mise en place race, yes.
Mise en place relay.
Okay, check, check. And then we're going to add the garlic that I forgot to prep. There. Crushed garlic.
You crushed it.
I crushed it. Gotta get my bread out of the oven. Now we're going to have to add a little bit of water to this because it needs to be a dry gravy, but a gravy nonetheless. So I get a little bit of water. And have that temperature down. Turn the temperature up a little bit on the chickpeas. And let's check how our pita is doing. I say they're ready. Okay. Going in. Going in.
Pita patrol.
Going in hot. Not the perfect shape, but it'll do. Okay, now out. Last two. Yes, no. Yes. One. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
The dinner reminds me of the Family Guy.
Pita! 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 Okay, that's the last of the pitas in garbage. Okay. Care Bear, hey, handsome, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. This is our gravy. Oopsie doopsie. Now I need to drain my lamb. This is clean. So you get a colander to drain the lamb. And so that's going to happen over here while you watch that. So one moment. The lamb is here. See, it's been boiling for almost an hour now. So I'm going to go drain it. Don't put your face on the hot. Don't put your face on the hot. So here's our lamb, which has been cooked. Hi there. Sweetie. You have our nice gravy happening here. It's a nice dry gravy. And I need to drain the chickpeas also. Colander number 2. That's happening right now. Because it is almost time. It is almost time. Though I cannot forget that I have 2 pitas sitting in the oven. That's just the sort of thing I would do. So, here are the chickpeas. They've been boiling for about an hour. So, let's drain those suckers. Okay. That's too small. Ack! Hold on. You can do the bowl. You will do. So removing the chilies from the chickpeas, we have them right here, and we'll give them a taste. Mmm, yummy, nice and tender. And the lamb. Good, juicy. No salt. Okay. It's time to plate. I cannot forget those last 2 pitas. That would be a problem. Okay. That's gonna taste better with the sauce on it. Okay. No, that still needs more time. Okay. Alrighty. Meanwhile, we can start plating, which means that the nobody on Periscope moves to the plating station. And we're gonna need our plates. And we have our nice sauce over here. So we are going to plate a pita bread the base, the ill-formed, here, I'll get one looks a little better, Pita, there. On top of that, ooh, you can't even see, can you? Come this way. We'll find some room for you. Okay. And I'll put the chickpeas at the end. The lamb, serving of the lamb on top of that. Move that over one side. Okay. A little bit of leftover. And sauce going on top. That's good. And now you go off, put some serving of the chickpeas alongside. I feel I should go in a container, but get away from there. Okay. Got a runner. Okay, we'll save that for later. Okay, I think our last two pitas, before they die, I should pull them out. One moment. That's going to be obviously leftovers. Okay, everybody. This is the moment of truth. I need to clean up the plates a little bit. You. You. And you. Go that way. Okay, and we lost a little bit over here. All right, camera, take a picture for the blog. How about you? You're the prettier one. Okay. You go this way. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Say Dubai. Dubai. And Dubai to you. Here we go. So we have, one more time, our Dango, which is the boiled chickpeas, with the pita bread, with the laham nashik, which is the meat fried with spices, sitting on top. And I'm gonna just stick a couple lime wedges next to that too, really quick. But that's it for now. Be sure to subscribe, follow here on Meerkat. You can follow on Periscope. Be sure you follow on at cliffyland.com. You'll find the blogs, pictures, links to the original recipes, videos, information about the countries, reviews how everything went. You'll find it there tomorrow and every Wednesday. You can catch up on the countries that you missed. You can also subscribe to our Facebook page, our Twitter page at Cliffyland. Facebook is facebook.com/Cliffyland. Tumblr, Twitter, Instagram, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Love you forever. So that's it for you people here. Thank you, kind folks of Periscope. I can remember where to save it. I'll figure you out later. Meanwhile, thanks. Catch you guys later. Gotta eat. Bye.